The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Detroit, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference.
And right now for the Pistons, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Bagley is out there with Harris, and it's Wiseman in at center. And for the Pelicans, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Daniels out there with C.J. McCollum. After all the hype in the offseason, Brent, it's nice to finally get a feel for what these teams are all about.
Well, Kevin, you know the hype train around the NBA never stops rolling. So this league has grown in popularity globally. It seems like another jump over the past 3 or 4 years. People get built up and torn down at such a large scale. It's such a challenge for today's players to stay focused on the task at hand.
Cunningham against McCollum. Pass to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
That's pretty easy stuff from Wiseman if he's that close.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Detroit with the rebound and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
Now, here's Ivy. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. For 3, Harris. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And here are the Pelicans. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
That never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Outside for Bagley. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Dishes it to Cunningham. Just 3 to shoot, and the shot goes in.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
And with Marvin Bagley III, Brent, it just feels like he's been snake bitten in his young career.
Yeah, but Greg, you know this. If you can hang in there and stay confident, you get a second chance. And with that second chance, maybe this opportunity for Marvin Bagley is going to be the one where we can show that talent. Remember, 2nd overall pick back in 2018.
Now, here's Cunningham. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Cunningham drives in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. We're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Bray, you look at Detroit, from a raw talent perspective, they're loading up well.
Absolutely. They're pretty well balanced between what they give you on the perimeter and some of the interior force that these guys could play with, adding pieces each year in the draft, and now it's about fitting those pieces together. They have a very bright future.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For the three, drains the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Williamson against Bagley. Offensive rebound. Pistons leading by 5. Now here is Harris. 11 points last game. Picked his pocket. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Daniels passes to Valanciunas. Back to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. No good from Valanciunas. Detroit's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Unloads from 9. Pelicans pull it in. Pass to McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Ivy. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Passes it to Wiseman. Cunningham on the wing. He lobs it up and finished up by Wiseman.
I would love to throw lob passes to Wiseman because they could be anywhere.
Pelicans trail by 5. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. Here's Daniels. Ivy defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough. Players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grab Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
And the first one drops. And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the fouling. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
Jones checked in for Zion Williamson. Both free throws good from Daniels. You know, Brent, here we are looking at the New Orleans Pelicans. It does seem like they are improving. You think?
Well, they made the playoffs in 2022 and the play-in tournament in 2023. But there's something that they haven't had on the floor that you feel like if that gets right, they're going to get right.
Now, here's Burks. A 17-point game for him in the win against Portland.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Here's McCollum. After Alec Burks' score, over Ivy. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now, here's Burks. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Pelicans trail by 5. Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Burks looking around. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now here's Valanciunas. Still without a basket. Valanciunas with a screen on Ivy. Here's Daniels. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's Usually got an eye in that kind of range.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. The three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Ivy against McCollum. On the wing, Daniels. Over Harris. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Detroit. They lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Pistons. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Duran. Cade Cunningham out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Thompson, and it's Stewart in at the 4. A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
You wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's defended by Alvarado. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Williamson in the post. Stewart on him. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons brought in Monty Williams to guide this team from the bottom. He said, I like those challenges, the process of building, seeing players get better, and understanding what it's like to navigate crunch time situations. For me to be able to come in now, it's part of this restoration. Kevin, Monty has plenty of work ahead.
Indeed he does, David. Thanks. So here's Burks. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Stewart.
I wonder, Stewart, with that wingspan, just where you can throw lobs for him to still throw it down.
Pelicans trail by 5. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last time, for the first time in over a decade, Brent, 3-point attempts were down compared to the previous year. Why?
Well, you wonder, Kevin, if things just redlined. I mean, how many more threes can you squeeze off? But let's give credit to the coaches. They're coming in with some different defensive philosophies and trying to do their best to take away the most advantageous three-pointers in the game.
New Orleans making some changes here. Valanciunas comes in for Nance. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Najee Marshall. Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. Harris comes in for Thompson. Now Alvarado. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Valanciunas with a screen on Cunningham. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Never shy about getting physical. Valanciunas still gets the shot in the air.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Here we see the Detroit Pistons drag a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. When the Pistons have been great, they've had that defense-first mentality.
Valanciunas hits them both. Hey, Brent, looking at the Pistons franchise, the rebuild process has been a long one.
Yeah, it's been over 10 years, Kevin, since this team has won their last playoff game. But you do have to be excited about the level of talent that these young guys have, and really compartmentally they fit together. So that streak is going to come to an end soon.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the 3 from Alec Burks. And it's Williamson missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Burks the pass to Durant. Here's Cunningham. It's good. Cunningham's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And Williamson's energy just incredible, which is what makes him such a force on the offensive glass.
Cunningham finds Bagley. And here's Cunningham. Burks sets a screen for Cunningham. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And there's the pass to Williamson. Valanciunas with a screen on Bagley. And Valanciunas kicks to Daniels. Over Cunningham. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Daniels.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. So for the Pelicans, Trey Murphy's checked in for Herbert Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jose Alvarado. Then for the Pistons, James Wiseman, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Jaden Ivey comes in for Alec Burks. And Hayes subbed in for Cunningham. Detroit leading by 4. Steps back. Here's Hayes. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Ivey. Wiseman sets a screen for Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The shot by Ivey, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Outside, Bagley. There's the dish to Harris. He kicks to Hayes. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Killian Hayes is a PG, and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Portland. Pass to Daniels. Here's Valanciunas. Another shot. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Passes it to Ivey. Back to Hayes. To the middle. Ivey with the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. There's the pass to Valanciunas. Now Daniels. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Second, the Pelicans.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Hayes. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And that one drops for him. Ivey's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Valanciunas. Wiseman with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And that one drops. And now it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
Strong move from Cade that time, just putting some power behind that play.
McCollum against Cunningham. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. For the Spurs, they'll be up against the Suns out in Phoenix. Tip-off is 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
All right, now it's time to talk about our featured game tonight. Not a great turnout so far for the Pelicans.
Low assist numbers pop out to me. It's a big flashing sign that these guys are being selfish. The only way they're going to get back in this one is by creating shots for each other. I mean, playing as a team. Move the ball. Make the extra pass.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Daniels out there with C.J. McCollum. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's McCollum.
Throw it up to Trey, and he'll finish it off.
Detroit leading by 7. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. Now here's McCollum, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Here's Valanciunas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Valanciunas has got 6.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Pass to Bagley. Shot clock at 6. Ivy with it. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ivy's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Ivy doesn't take as many threes as you'd think for a guard, but respectable from there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels, last season's performance for him averaged about 4 points a game last season, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. McCollum against Cunningham. McCollum no good. Pistons leading by 8. Ivy passes to Wiseman. To the inside. And finished off by Wiseman.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Passes to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Williamson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Sunday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. And it's Harris with the ball for the Detroit Pistons.
Timeout.
10-point lead. Timeout called the Pistons. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Cunningham passes to Wiseman. Back to Cunningham. Driving the lane. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons.
Just so athletic. Jaden took one look at that gap and say, that's mine.
Cullen passes to Daniels. Williamson against Bagley. To halt the run. Rebound, Detroit. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ivy. Misses the 3. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. McCollum against Cunningham. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Wiseman. And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Williamson. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris a screen on McCollum. And finished off by Wiseman.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Detroit. Inside. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Valanciunas.
Valanciunas moving very well right there, able to slip by the defender, get a little contact. That's not enough. He still gets the finish.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And the Pelicans with possession here after the basket by Detroit. On the wing, Daniels. Back to McCollum. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. McCollum's got 6.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Now, here's Cunningham. 14 points for him. Looking for Wiseman. He gets it there.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Cunningham against McCollum. The pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Zion absolutely rocking the rim.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Detroit calls timeout.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Zeller, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Nance comes in for Zion Williamson. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Daniels. And a different look here for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley. Thompson, he's checked in for Harris. And Alec Burks subbed in for Cunningham. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Ivy. He's defended by Alvarado. Stewart with the screen on Jones. Thompson busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for Detroit. Here's Alvarado. Ivy defending. Here's Nance. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here are the numbers for Jones, how he did last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
No good on that one.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. came into the league and a lot of talk about his dunking prowess. But really, Larry Nance Jr. knows how to play the game and is building on that potential.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the Pistons. And he's good on the second. 1:02 left in the third. Pass to Burks. Cunningham sets a screen for Burks. The three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now Alvarado. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons leading by 13. Thompson left side. Stewart with the screen on McCollum. Burks can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Jones finds McCollum. Shoots over Burks. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. We've got Alec Burks, Isaiah Stewart out there with Durham. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Here's Alvarado. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, buries it from 3-point range. Alvarado's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans. Burks against Jones. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. Over Alvarado. Cunningham finds Stewart. Stewart with the screen on Jones. Burks for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Pistons lead by 11.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Williamson. Banked in off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Timeout call, the Pistons. And when Zion Williamson-Brent is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs.
Daniels is checked in for Najee Marshall. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Weissman's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Down low. Here's Cunningham. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Alvarado. And too long on the shot. Pistons leading by 11. Alvarado with the steal. And Wiseman sends it back.
And Wiseman using the length, swatting that one away.
And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to Cunningham. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
It's Jones on the wing. Passes it to Williamson. To the paint. Here's Nance. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And finished off by Wiseman.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Williamson. Alvarado passes to Nance. Back to Alvarado. 5 to shoot. Daniels from outside. It's hauled in by Stewart. Detroit leading by 15. Thompson in the corner. And Burks now atop the key. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Jones. Daniels passes to Jones. And yes, it's good.
The paint, that's where Jones likes to live, and that's where he's comfortable. And he can use that length to his advantage.
The Pistons have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Burks finds Cunningham. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. They get a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Alvarado. Got it. Good job in the low post. Alvarado's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Detroit. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Some changes for New Orleans. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Trey Murphy comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Jose Alvarado. And then for Detroit, Marvin Bagley's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Thompson. And Ivy subbed in for Burks. Harris passes to Cunningham. And the pass to Ivy. Clock is at 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Pelicans trail by 13. McCollum outside. Cunningham with some nice D. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
That one doesn't go. Pistons leading by 15. .130 left in the fourth quarter. Out to Harris. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Detroit.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pistons.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
At the line for the Pistons, Ivy taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And Jaden Ivey is just so explosive as a guard. So exciting to watch.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley. Thompson, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Cade Cunningham. So we can't get either to fall. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Marshall kicks to Jones. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Alvarado. Back to Nance. And Jones has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. Duren pulls it in. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Jones against Burks. Here's Duren. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Second team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Duren. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Durham. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Alvarado. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Cade Cunningham.